Hi everyone, this is Vishal here from DrapCode. So in this video we will understand how to create a job board using DrapCode. Okay, so we will be building a job board where people can post job and candidates can apply. So this is more like a job board for a company or for an organization where they want to publish jobs opening within their organization. There are another job boards more like a marketplace where multiple companies can post job and people can apply. So more like a matchmaking platform. So here we are building it in a way so that the companies can use it for themselves. They can post their job and people can apply. They can track candidate and candidates can also see the status of their job application. Okay, so let's start. So I'll start with a blank project. Let's name it. It's a job board 2021. Okay, that's all. Create project. Now it is asking me whether I can continue to the builder and do everything, or I can do some basic configuration before moving to building the application. So let's do some basic configuration. So here, do we need authentication in a project? Yes, we definitely need. So let me choose customize security settings. Okay, I need people to be able to log in and then sign up. Okay, so I'll choose first name, last name, gender, date of birth, and that's all. Right, so basically it is asking me that whoever will be logged into the system, what all attributes we want to capture. Okay, so it has created two collections, which is user and role. Okay, so user are basically to capture the detail of the user, and role is for them like to capture what all roles are there in the system. We will be using them later in the system. Okay. Add more plugins. So I don't think we need any of these plugins. So I'll just skip it. Okay. So let's go to build your application. Okay. So the very first thing we need whenever we start a project is to define the collection, like what all collections we need, what all attributes are there going to be in the collection. So I'll go to my collections. And first of all, I'll enhance the user collection so as to get the data of a job seeker or applicant. Okay. So I'll go to my user collection and let's add few more fields. So by default, it has first name, last name, gender, date of birth. So these all came as part of onboarding where we took some basic fields, but now let's add more. So I'll go to the configuration and add few more fields which I need from the applicant. Okay. So maybe I'll say number, total years of experience. Okay, maybe some bio or some description from the candidate. So I choose large text description. Okay, and maybe highest qualification. Okay, so which is of type text. And let's say profile pic. Okay, so I will choose file and image, photo. Okay, and then just we can choose like what all type of files we want to allow. So let's allow JPG, JPEG, and PNG. So we can add many more fields, education, qualification, past employments and all. Just for the scope of this video, I'll leave them and let's proceed with the basic fields. So now we have a user. Let's go to role and see what all roles we have. So by default, system has created user role, but let's go and change it to applicant, job applicant. And let's create one more role, which is basically manager who is going to do job posting on the behalf of the organization. Admin manager. So now we have two roles and a collection to store user information. Let's create one more collection where we want to store the information regarding the job openings. So let's go create a collection, job post. So here we will be capturing all the information which is needed for a job application. So first field is text, which is of type text, and it is title. So basically the job title. Next, maybe we can add large text. Okay, description. description of the job, a rich text editor. Okay. Third may be a number field where we will say salary, or let's say monthly salary, and maybe a drop down of department, for which department this job is. So we'll say HR, account, sales, marketing, engineering. Okay, so couple of fields about the job. We can add much more fields, but yeah, just leave for the scope of this video. Let's just use these 4 fields. Now, one of the most important thing we need to add is the applicants. Every job will have number of applicants who will apply to the job, right? So we need to capture information of those applicants also. So what I'll do, I'll go and create a reference field. Reference is something when a collection is referring to another collection. Here, a job post is referring to users or the applicant, right? So we are saying our job post will have several applicants which will be of type user. Okay, and it is asking me default field you want to display. So let's display their first name and then just use as text field, because we don't want to show a drop down. Okay, so let's use text field. I'll explain later that why we're using it as a text field. Okay, and then create. Okay, so let's go and see the collection. So we have job post, user, and role. Now we are done with the collection, so let's move to designing the pages. Okay, so we will be creating pages for admin, we will be creating pages for applicants, dashboard, job list page, job details page, login page, sign up page, and all those things. So let's continue. So let's create 2 dashboards, one for applicant and one for the admin. As you can see, we have like several pages which got created as part of login sign up plugin. Okay, so login page, sign up page, change password, reset password. So that we don't have to create all these pages from scratch. So let's go and create the pages for admin and for the applicants. So for the admin, first of all, I'll need a admin dashboard. Okay, so I'll create admin dashboard. In the access, I can choose that only people with admin manager role should be able to access. And that's all. Now we need a page for the admin to apply jobs. Before creating more pages for admin, let's go and create a snippet for header so that we can reuse the same snippets at different pages which we are going to create for admin. So let's go and create a snippet. To create a snippet, I go to the snippet section and click add snippet. Here we'll say admin header or navbar, right? So let's create this snippet. In this snippet, I want navbar, so I'll just go to my components and drop a navbar component. Let's change it to job board 2021. Okay, so these are some default links, but we can remove them or use them as we need. So let's say we need job list. We will connect them later. Okay, and we'll remove this and let's say logout button. We will do the binding later, because as of now we don't have the pages and all to which these we will be linked. Now let's create one more snippet for applicant. Okay, so we'll call it applicant header. Let's go and drop the same component navbar again, but this time it is for job applicant. Job board. So we'll keep home, instead of feature, we'll say jobs and then logout. So now we have created 2 snippets, one for admin and one for applicant. Now we'll go and create pages for admin and then apply the same snippet. So for admin, we have already created the admin dashboard. So let's go and apply the snippet there and create the remaining pages. I'll go to the admin dashboard and drop the snippet. From the snippet, we'll choose admin header so that the admin header gets applied here. Okay. Now what we need to do, we need to display maybe some data here. So let's display the jobs. and let's display the recent candidates who is applied to the jobs. Okay, so let's start with the header. So we'll drop a header. We'll say admin dashboard. Okay, and then let's give some designing. Okay, I'll put margin 50 pixels to the top, 50 to the bottom, 20 to the right, 20 to the left. Okay, now let's go and give some background color and some border. Font size looks good. Let's increase it a bit. Okay, let's also include some padding. So now we have added a padding of 20 pixels everywhere. Okay, let's go and add the background color. So we go to the decoration, choose the background color. Something like this. Okay, this looks good. Let's add border radius. 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 10 pixel. So we have added a radius of 10 pixel on all the sides. Okay, let's go and display the data. So to display the data, what we will do, we will drop a section, and in the section we will drop the data table or data list depending on what we want to display. So let's go and drop the sections. Let's choose 2-column layout. Okay, so one column we will use to display the jobs, another column we will use to display the candidates. Okay, so I'll go and drop a data table in these sections. So before data table, let's go and put a heading. Okay, so let's put a header. Recent jobs. Duplicate this. Recent candidates. Okay, we'll change the font because this is looking too big. So let's change to a bit smaller font. Okay, now let's go and drop the data table. Okay, so the table is here. Here we will choose the collection. We want to display the data from job post, so we'll choose job post, and let's display all the job posts. Okay, so this is fine. Let's say we don't need description because that is going to take much space. So let's only display title, monthly salary, department, and let's move this towards the left. Okay, remove the pagination. So this is good. Now do the similar thing for the candidates. Okay, so I'll drop another table. Same thing, choose data from collection. This time now we will choose from user collection because we want to display the information of the candidates. Okay, and then just close it. Here also like so many fields, so let's remove the one which are not needed. Like description do not make sense for a list page. Remove it. Password obviously we don't need. Highest qualification, let's remove it. Total of experience, let's remove it. Email is fine. Role we don't need, so let's remove it. And actions also will remove it. Okay, and maybe date of birth also. So we have first name, last name, photo, and email. This looks good. So now we have created a very simple dashboard. Let's go and create the remaining pages. So now I want my admin to be able to post more and more jobs. So let's create a job post page, a job list page where you can see the job posts which they've created, and a job details page where they can see that how many people actually apply to the job. So let's create first let's create a job post page. Okay, so admin can create a job post. So the role I'll choose admin. Okay, this time instead of creating everything from scratch, let's copy the content from existing page so that we don't have to design everything from scratch. So I'll say, okay, just copy the content for job post page from my dashboard. Okay, so the new page will be exact replica of the dashboard page. Okay, so let's go to the create job post page. Okay, so here we are. It is very similar to the page. So let's remove these things which are not needed. Okay, remove the column. Basically, increase the size of this column. So as of now, it was taking half of the page width. Now we are doing it to take the full page. And let's remove the table because we don't need it. Instead of admin dashboard, I'll say admin dashboard post job. Okay. Now let's go and drop a collection form because that is needed to create a new job post. Okay, so I'll go to my forms, and from the forms I'll choose collection form. Let's go and drop it. Choose the collection form and drop it. Okay, so choose the collection which is job post. Event we will create. Okay, so this is job post form. I'll remove this because this is duplicate. Okay, job post form. So, and we'll remove this applicant because this is not needed currently here. Okay, so now let's go and create an event so that we can save the data to the database. Okay, so go to the events and click add event. So here we will create an event which is create job post. Now in the event we will tell this form that what exactly to do. So we want to do three things. We want to save the data. We want to show some message acknowledgement that data has been saved, and then redirect the user back to the dashboard. So let's start. So the very first action is collection, save data. So first we will save data. It is asking me in which collection we want to save. So let's save into job post. Leave all things as default. After that, we will go and show a notification that show alert message. Job post created successfully. We will to create job. We will to create job post. Okay. Save it. Now redirect the user back to the dashboard. Okay, so go to the navigation, page redirect. Redirect the user back to the dashboard, which is admin dashboard. So now we have created a very simple flow where people, admin can go and post the job. Let's go and bind this event to the page. So I'll go to my create job post page and bind this event. I'll choose the collection form, and in the collection form, in the workflow event, I'll choose create job post. So now this is linked. So the things which are remaining is we will go to the admin dashboard, and from there we will create a link for this page. Okay, so let's go to the, okay, instead of dashboard we can put this link in the nav bar. So we'll go to the snippet, we'll choose the admin header, and let's put a link to create a new job post on the header. So here I'll just duplicate this, and here we'll say add new job post, and link this page to the create job post page. Okay, and for the logout event, let's also bind it to the logout action. Okay, so we go to the workflow event and bind it to the logout. So we have now linked the header menu of admin to the respective pages. So let's go and see. Okay, so this is my admin dashboard. Now we need to create a job details page so that we can see the details of the job and the candidates who has applied to the job. So let's go and create it. So I go to the pages again and add a page. Job details page for admin. Okay, I'll just put admin so that we know that this page is for admin, because we have to create a similar page for the applicant also. So I'll give the permission that only people with manager role should be able to access. So let's go and see. This time we have created a blank page, so we will not see anything. Okay, but that's fine. Let's go and draw all the components. So we'll need a snippet, which is a header, and choose the admin header. This is fine. Okay, and I'll drop a header which is drop job details. Okay, just do a bit of alignment, margin top 50 pixel, margin bottom 3 pixel, padding left 20 pixel, padding top 10, padding bottom 10. That's fine. Let's go and display some job related data. So what we'll do, we'll drop a card component just to display data in the form of a nice looking UI. Okay, so I'll drop a section. Here we'll say let's say 2-column layout, and then in 1 column we'll just display the card, which will display the data of the job. So I'll go and drop a card here. Okay, so we have so many cards. Let's choose a simple version. So let's use this one. Okay, so this is the card. Now, since we want to display the job details on this page, we will need to bind the collection to this page so that we can use the fields of the collection to display dynamic data on the page. It is very easy. What we'll do, we'll just go to the page, go to the settings of the page and bind the collection. That from which collection you want to display the data. So I want to display the data from job post. So I'll say job post, and that's all. Now what will happen? Here we will get all the details of the job post. Okay. I have reloaded the page. Now since we have binded the collection, we are seeing this value get text from job post, right? So that we can see that we can actually get the details from job post. So I want to display the title. This is fine. Here let's display the description. Sorry, description. Maybe the salary. We'll remove this button because it's not needed. Okay, and then maybe one more component, which is department. So we'll copy the text, put it here, and choose the value from department. Okay, so now this job details page is done. Okay, here since this is blank, so let's go and display some image. Okay, so we'll search an image. Let's say engineering. We have so many photos. You can use whatever like. So let's use this image. Go to the assets, the image is there, just drag and drop. That's all. Okay. I'll remove this image because there are too many images. Now let's display the details of candidates, like how many people applied. I'll resize it. Do some designing. Change the width to, let's say, 4. So I'm just changing the layout so that it takes 1/3 for the image and 2/3 for other fields. Okay, now we want to display the list of candidates, the people who applied for this job. So let's go and drop a data table so that we can display the number of candidates or the candidate detail in the form of table. So I'll drop a table. It's here. It is asking me from where I want to bring the data. So this time, instead of choosing collection, we'll say bring the data from job post. Okay, from job post fields. In the fields is applicants, right? So we will store the data here and then we'll bring it from there. Okay, so this is done. I don't need delete. I don't need edit. Okay. We'll just remove all these cells. Okay, password I don't need. So now it is displaying the data of the candidates. So let's go and execute this. Before executing this, we need to fix two things. So we have installed the default login and sign up plugin. So we need to give some configuration that, okay, what will happen after someone log in and what will happen after someone sign up. Okay, because we have created roles, so we have to define that what those roles meant, like after login, who will go where, right? So let's go and fix it. So I'll go to my events and go to the login event. In the login event, we will choose that if the user is admin manager, take him to admin dashboard. Done. Okay. If the user is job applicant, we'll take him to dashboard. Okay. Now let's close this. So now we have binded the login event also. So we have told login event that if the person is admin manager, take them to manager dashboard. So let's go and create few users. So I'll go to my user and let's create it. Okay, so as of now we don't have any user, so we will not be able to log in. Either we can sign up or we can create users from the backend. Since we have not yet signed up, so let's create the user from here. Okay. You must be seeing all the fields, but this is fine. We can use whatever is needed for the admin. Okay. Admin user, mail, email.com. That's all. Okay, and the role. So basically we need to give the role. So now this is my admin manager. So I'll just save it. Now let's go and take a look at how it looks like. So we have completed the admin module where admin can log in, they can post job, they can view candidates. That's all. So let's build a very basic landing page. So I'll just put few components. So let's say in the landing page we need a nav bar. So let's put nav bar. Okay, we rename it to job board. Okay, after that we'll put some ready-made layout. Okay, so let's go and choose the one. Okay, it looks like this looks good, so let's put it. So here, turn your ideas, let's change it to apply to your dream jobs. Okay, and just remove it. So this is a default landing page which we are going to use in the application. Let's link these pages to login and sign up pages. Okay, so here maybe we'll take it to sign up. We'll configure all the pages later, but just link it for now. Sign up, and this is login. We don't need it, so we'll just remove it. So now we have a very simple landing page. Okay, we can see how this looks like. So we click the preview. This is how it looks like. So the login is linked now. So now we are login. We are trying to log in as admin. Okay. So what it will do? It will take us to the admin dashboard. From there, we will be able to post new jobs and then see the candidates who will apply to those jobs. So I'll click the login. We are on the admin dashboard, and there are no records for the job post because there are no job posts. And this is the dummy user which we just created. Okay, and let's go and add a new job post. This is what we created. Let's create a job post. Let's say Java developer. Some random description. Monthly salary. Okay, department is engineering. Okay, and then I created the job. So what it will do, it will save the data and show me some message and redirect me back to the admin dashboard. Okay, so let's do. Now we are seeing the job which we just posted. Let's go and view the job. Since this button is not yet linked, so we will not be able to see it. So let's go and link it. Okay. So I'll go to my builder again, go to the admin dashboard and link this page. So I'll go to this link and change the name to view details. Okay, link it to my job details page in admin. Give the ID. it's fine. Let's go and reload the page. Now it is showing me view details. So if I click it, I should be able to see the job details page. So this is the job details which we created. As of now, there are no candidates because no one has yet applied. So we still need to complete the candidate section. Hope this is clear now. So let's go and build the applicant section. So we will start with the sign up. Okay, so let's go and fix the sign up event. So the sign up event got created as default. So we will need to tell the role that okay, whoever is going to sign up using this event, what role we want to give it. So we'll just go to the sign up user and we choose the role. We want the person to be job applicant. Okay, so whenever someone is signing up using this form, they will have an applicant profile, show some message, and maybe redirect the user to the login page. Login. That's all. Okay, so now the sign up event is fixed. Let's go and fix the sign up form because we have changed a lot of fields in the user, so the sign up form needs to reflect all those changes. So what we will do, we will just delete the existing sign up form and drop the form again. So we'll go to the components. In the forms, there's a field, there's a component called sign up form. Let's go and drop it. Okay, the sign up form is here and it is already taking the sign up event. Okay, so let's see all the fields and remove the ones which are not needed. So all these are actually needed. So sign up form is done. We have linked it. So now let's go and create the dashboard. So we go to the dashboard. This is the dashboard which we have used for the applicant. Now let's go and drop the navbar snippet. So I'll choose the snippet. From the snippet, I'll choose the applicant header. Okay. So this is fine. Now we can display all the jobs the person can apply and jobs which he has applied. Okay, so let's display here the jobs which he has applied. So let's create two pages, one where he can see all the jobs and other where they have applied. Let's create the pages. So first page is job list, all the jobs in the system. Okay, it should be accessible to all. I'll just create it. Okay, and other should be job details with the public view. I'm just naming it public so that I know job details is for the public. So anyone, even if he or she is not logged in, they will be able to see. Okay, so let's go and view the pages. Job list and job details. Let's go to the job list page. Let's drop the navbar. After it, we want to display all the jobs. So I'll put drop a header. Let's name it available jobs. Apply some basic designing. Let's margin down 50. Right, 50. 50. Okay, and make it center line. Let's go and display the list of jobs in the form of cards. Okay, so what I'll do, we go to the data group, okay, and drop it. So it is asking me from which collection. I choose the collection, job, items. Okay, so this is the default card. So let's drop it and use some other card. Okay, so I'll just delete it within the data group. So let's go and drop some other card. Okay, so I'll choose the card within the data group. Let's say I want to display jobs like this. Okay, so let's drop it. So here it is. Okay, we'll choose this image with some other image, okay, the one which we had. Maybe make it a bit smaller. Okay, just remove the things which are not needed. Since now this is inside the data group, so we will we can actually get all the data from the job board. So let's find title, let's find description, okay, and remove this. Find salary, then put a link, take it to job details page with the ID. Delete this one. The class. Okay. Now this looks good. So now we have created job list page for the public view. Let's go and complete the job details. So we go to the job details page and drop the default one. Yes, since this is again a details page, we need to bind the collection so that we can use the values of the collection in the page. So we go to the collection, in the settings we bind job post, right? Because we need to display the data of the job post. Now let's go and display the data. So let's just put the section, give a 2-column layout, display some image. This looks good. So let's drop a card to display the job details page. Okay, job details view. So I'll go to the cards and drop it. Okay, let's use the basic one. Okay, this is it. So here we will display the data from the job post. So we'll say the title. Okay, or maybe increase the size. Let's say 3. After that we need the description. So choose description. After that maybe the salary. Okay, salary and the department. So I just duplicate this and choose the department. So we've displayed all the values. Okay, and then maybe a link to apply. This we will do a bit later. So let's see this one, whether we can see the job and we can actually go to the details page, and then after that we'll apply to the job. I'll remove this link for now. We'll implement the apply flow just after this. Let's link the landing page to the job list page. We'll go to the home page and link this button to the job list page, so that someone comes on the landing page, they click on this button and they should be able to see all the jobs. So now let's go and see the preview. So here is the default page. Now this should take me to the job list page, and from there I should be able to go to the job details page. Okay, so get started. It is showing me all the available jobs. So here we are seeing the job which we posted, Java developer, salary, and the job description, right? On click of this button, we will be able to see the job details page. So let's go and click this, just taking us to the job details page, which is the data which we have provided. Now let's go and complete the job application process so that candidate can apply to a job and then they can see the application which they've applied. So let's go to the dashboard. The header. Applicant dashboard, apply some margin. To the right, to the left. Now we need to do a couple of things. We want to display the data of the current logged in user, right? So basically the person, if I am logged into my account, I will be able to see the application which I have applied. If someone else is logged in, they will see the application which they have applied. In the collection, we need to create a filter. Okay, so as to bring the data of the current user. So here I'll go to the configuration. In the filters, I'll create a very basic filter which is current user. So this filter will give us the information about the current logged in user. So I'll give a condition. Give me the one where the ID is equals to current user, who is the current logged in user ID. That's all. Okay, and give me all matching data. That's all. So I've created a filter. A very simple filter which basically gives me the ID of the current logged in user. So now let's go back to the applicant dashboard and display the list of the jobs which he or she has applied. So here is the dashboard. Let's go and drop a data table. Choose the data from collection job post. Okay, and currently it is giving me all job posts. I don't need all job posts. I need to display the job post which the current user has applied. So let's go and create one filter in job post as well. So I'll go to the job post. In the configuration, I'll create a filter. So previously we have created a filter in the user collection where we are saying give me the current logged in user. Now we are creating a filter in the job post, right? So to give me the job post of the current logged in user, right? So I'll say job post applied by current logged in user. This is a bit complex, but yeah, I think once you get it, then it is very easy. Add a condition. Now the condition is give me the job post where the applicant is equal to the user, and we'll choose the filter is equal to current user. Okay. So now we are saying that give me all the job posts in which this applicant, whoever is the login, is present. And then let's just save it and create filter. Now job post applied by the current logged in user. So we'll go back to the dashboard and choose this filter. In the data table and the filter job applied by current logged in user. Okay. Don't need all these things, we'll just remove it. Title will move to the right. Description we'll just leave. That's all. Okay, and then maybe put a header so that we know what this is. Alright, jobs. Change the size maybe to a smaller one. Give this some decoration choices so that it looks a bit better. Okay, that's all. That's all. So now one last thing is remaining which the person should be able to apply to a job, right? So let's go into it. I'll go to the job details page. Here we'll put a button that apply now. So now we need to use a new component which is add to collection. So here we are saying in the job application, in the applicants, add this person also so that he can also be part of the candidates, right? So this is why we use add to collection. Treat it more like that you have a list of people, you have a list of data and you want to add one more record, right? So in case of job application, we have several candidates, we want to add one more, right? This person wants to be there. So we'll drop this button, add to collection. Here we'll choose that, okay, to which collection you want to add. I want to add to my job post, okay, and to the applicants. So basically I want this person to be part of the applicants, okay, and it is asking me from where. So now we don't have current logged in user here, right? So we will need to somehow provide the current logged in user. So for that we'll drop a data group. Now we need the data of the current logged in user, right? There is some hack to it. It is not that straightforward. We are trying to fix it. We are trying to make it more and more simpler, but just for now, I think you bear with me. You have to use this method, and after maybe by some time we'll fix this. Okay, so for now, I need the current user. So what I'll do, I'll create a data group. In the data group, I'll apply a filter that bring me the current user. Okay, so we'll say get data from collection. In the collection, the user, current user. So this will give me the current user on this page. And now I just remove all these things. These are not needed. Okay. And then I just put this inside this. Okay. Now let's go and see how this looks like. So now the button is here. Let's go and quickly create an event for this button. Okay, because as of now we have not told that which event to execute, right? Add to collection. We are not yet told which workflow event. So the event is very straightforward. We'll go and create an event. And the event is just to apply to this job. It's here. Start. Very simple. You go to the collection and just say add data to collection. That's all. Nothing else. And that's done. Okay. And maybe I'll change the permission that only the person who is logged in should be able to apply. So after that, I am adding just a simple message. Okay. So let's go and apply to the job. Go back to the job details page and bind this event to the button. I'll go to this thing and then just add the apply now event. So everything is done. Let's go and refresh the page. So I'll go here, refresh it, and click apply to this job. So now it has shown me the message apply to job successfully. Let's go to the admin dashboard and see whether we are seeing this candidate who has applied the job, and also go to the admin applicant dashboard and see whether he is also seeing the job which he has applied. Okay, so let's go on and check one by one. Now let's sign up as a new applicant and apply to this job and see whether the person is able to see this application in their dashboard. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll quickly go to the dashboard landing page. Let's sign up as a new applicant, apply to this job. The person should be able to see this application, this job within their applied jobs, and the admin should see that okay, one new applicant is applied to the job. So let's go and click sign up. Let's fill the form. Let's say job seeker, date of birth, email, let's say applicant@gmail.com, password, total space time, random description, qualification, let's say high qualification MS, and the photo. Register. So now this user is signed up and it is redirected to the login page. Let's log in. So now you can see it's now not applied to any job, apply to some job. So I go to all the jobs list page. I am seeing work posted, and let's go to the job details page. Apply. Okay, now I have applied successfully. Now let's go to the dashboard and see whether we can see the job which the guy has applied. I'll just reload the page and see the job. So this is the job which I just applied. If you go to the collection and see, previously there were 0 applicants. Now let me refresh this. So there are 1 applicant. Let's log in from the admin and see whether he is also seeing this person is applied to the job. So let me log in as admin. We go to this job details page, and now I can see that this guy, job seeker, has actually applied to the job. Right. So basically, what we have achieved is admin is able to post a job. Admin can see the people who have applied to the jobs. Applicant can sign up, can see the jobs which are posted by the admin or the company. They can apply to the jobs and they can see that to which jobs they have applied. So this is a very brief introduction of like what all things are capable in Drap. We can enhance it much more to let's say approval of candidates, a bit longer sign up process where you take education, qualification, and all those things. So we have a very nice job board which we have built So just in case if you want to take a look, which is available in the template. So here we have built a marketplace where there can be multiple companies, several job candidates, matchmaking, searching of jobs on the basis of criteria, filters, and then job application, approval process, rejection, email notification, and much more. Hope you guys are able to understand that what all can be done with DrapCode. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.